Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here, a little midday money on a Wednesday. Or I like to call Wednesday WINS Day. A throwback to like 13 years ago doing blog talk shows. Anyway, welcome on in. Like, subscribe, ring that bell here. Picks and parlays. I think got the max wager today. I don't even know. And winner free picks. Welcome on into the show. 7-day steal is scrolling. If you want to get down on the premium stuff, me or anybody else, use the leaderboards. But whatever. Everybody likes the free stuff, so we're just going to race into the free stuff. That is what we do. And whoa, there. All right. So everything is on Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs, if you want to go say hello to that. We got that taken care of for you. 125, 116. Yesterday we go 1 and 2 in the video. Plus 1640. And we got quite a few today. Usually a 3-pack. We got a little more than 3 on the table today. And that's because, well, let's be honest. Everybody's going to come in here and think, no way somebody's going to lose today. No way somebody gets swept. So I'm going to take some dogs, and I'm going to be laughing to the oh my gosh. My
Echo.
Yeah, I just, you know what? I flew to the YouTube channel just to check. You know, sometimes we get the little bad guys come in here and post stuff. So I kind of nip it in the bud, you know. So I want to see if they pop up. So that's how I had a little echo. It happens. What are you gonna do? So yeah, how about yesterday? So you know, real fast in yesterday's game, right? Oh, the Yankees. Everybody's in here. We got to take the Yankees. And I said, you know what? The line's come down 40 cents. And Katana's really, as much as I like Rosie Contreras, Katana's the guy who actually kind of covers run lines and keeps them close. And he ended up winning there. And no way that happens. And wow, how about Toronto? Lost again. Oh, my goodness gracious. People are probably crying their eyes out, just unloading in these money line parlays with the faves. Faves win. And I'm not going to say they don't. 60% on the year. Faves have been winning. They've been taking care of business the entire season. But it's not every day. And our good friend Chelsea Messenger, if you didn't watch Chelsea's Picks and Parlays, she had a post. Somebody was like, 225. I think it was like the Yankees or something. What are you talking about? That's you know, they should be favored by more. Yeah, you know, sure they should have. And I mentioned the Dodgers being 20 games over 500. And if you bet them every game this year, you're a loser. You're a loser on the money line, 21 games over 500. If you're betting on a run line, you're going to be up a bit. They got 47 run line wins, which is pretty awesome because the team like the Pittsburgh Pirates, on a flip side of that record, they have like 35 or more run line losses. So, I mean, just one of those things, folks. You can't just finally come in and say, we're going to bet a bunch of faves and we're going to make money. Nah, you're 60% faves. You'll probably end up a little bit over 500 by the end of the year, maybe a little more. You know, September comes, you get all the call-ups, and things really go off the rails. You can't just blindly bet them. For me, 307 and 293, 302, 301. Same plays put on 2 different pages. Difference $1,300 plus 20,022 plus 740. 20,000, 2,022 and 740. So again, I'm more of a dog kind of run line guy, right? Favorites 42 and 29 on my faves. Totals 136.97. You saw the record. It's a 5-win discrepancy, and it flips to 8 losses. It's a $1,300 swing. Shop around, folks, because NFL is a month away, August 4th, and then you have your week, and they call it week 0. It should be week 1. You got, you know, it's not just one game now, college football, the end of August. Half points matter. They do. They do. And I could come in and say when I take a dog or a favorite, I'm not worried about a half point. I expect them to win by, you know, doggy outrights and favorites by 30, never a half point. But on totals, especially for baseball here, you see it. You see the total. It's a $1,300 difference. And that's 3 months of baseball. Let's add on for 5 more months of baseball, and then we add on between the NFL, college football, and college basketball, we're adding on another 8 months. A year of half points, it adds up considerably. But enough of me lecturing you on shopping around when you should have multiple books, especially where it's legal. I mean, there's plenty of places to go in the legal market now. Anyway, all right. Enough of that. Enough of me ranting on about that. But Tigers under the 7.5 here to lead things off your early game here with Bieber and Pineda. Now, Pineda's back off of the injured list. I get it. Cleveland kind of in a run, right? I thought about throwing the Tigers up here today as a money line play, right? Because no way Cleveland loses again. They lose a doubleheader. They lose again yesterday. Yeah, I'm going to go under because they're losing because they're not. It sounds like their Tigers are coming in here and rolling out 15-3 wins. I'm going to go under the total here. Oakland plus money 158. Barrios. I know our guy Elliott used to love Barrios. I'm not a big Barrios guy. I'll take the 158. I'll take the 158 with Oakland. Toronto's now dropped what? A few in a row? 5 in a row now? 5 in a row. No way they lose again. They can't lose again. They're the Toronto Blue Jays. Keep doubling up like that. Yeah, you're a real winner when you bet a team. Keep doubling up your bankroll. How often does that work for people? Just have an unlimited, credit card. You just keep loading up, adding to it. Folks, again, I'm putting the dogs out here because I'm fading teams on losing streaks. Cleveland 3 in a row. Toronto 5 in a row. Angels lost 4 in a row. Cardinals on a big losing streak. The Giants. And we joke about hoping in one hand and pooping in the other, right? Who's due? They're due. We've seen streaks, right? I mean, didn't we just see a team run off like 15 wins in a row, 10 wins in a row? I mean, we see this happen. Team could always lose the next game. Not a shocker. Marlins again, plus the money here. Everybody's going to bet Ohtani. It's Ohtani. Oh, my goodness. It's all right. Well, I'll see you in 4 hours. See how these do. Again, you don't I've said this before when I do my baseball. I see those 3, 4, 5 game losing streaks, and I'm going the other way, especially when I'm getting plus money. Orioles, minus 105. I don't mind it. Yesterday I said I had it here. I like Texas. I ended up having nothing on the game. I said I did like the under. That was a hot mess. But come back with the Orioles today. Give me the O's. And the D-backs, right? San Fran. Michael Bueno will give us the rundown on how bad San Francisco is. 6 straight losses. And I got Merrill Kelly. Him and Zach Gallen, 2 guys I love for Arizona, right? I keep saying we're good about Arizona. It's kind of like a ton on the Pirates. You want to play on teams that are lesser. They're not the good teams, bad teams, however you want to call them. Put them in your little book of how you want to power rate teams. I'll grab Merrill Kelly plus money versus a team that's lost 6 in a row. Absolutely. 7 days a week I'm doing that bet, including today on Wednesday. Props. We had a winning day in the props yesterday, even though we had a losing record. Still a losing record, 217 to 304. I think we went 8 and 11 or something like that. Started off good and then collapsed a little late there, but whatever. We'll take plus money. Still down a huge chunk, but you know what? If we can make $3 a day for the next 60 days, I think we'll be up. Who am I kidding? I'll take when I say $3, that's 300, but I'll take a $100 win a day for the season. I don't mind. So let's start off early action. Minnesota, it's Lance Lynn. I don't like Lance Lynn. Give me Buxton. Finally moving them down in the order. I guess when a guy hits like 25 homers and has 37 RBIs, they figure, you know what? It's nice to get a 1-0 lead, but maybe it'd be better if he's batting third and it's a 3-0 lead when he hits a home run. I don't know. That's the way I think. It's nice getting a 1-0 lead, but it's not like you're rolling out Jack Morris and Frank Viola from 1990 on this team and pitching 2-1 games. So give me Buxton 135. Kepler right behind him, 165 in that cleanup spot. Again, Fade and Linney don't like Lance Lynn. I think as much as we've seen guys like Cueto and Archer, we go on and on. Verlander's having a nice year. James Tallion, a lot of guys who are kind of like, oh, who's this? Sonny Gray, really good years. On the flip side, that's Lance Lynn, who's looked bad in his starts. Maybe still rounding into shape. I don't mind. I'll grab Minnie here. These couple plus monies. Toronto, Kirk and Chapman. Kirk's just a guy I really like. He's in the number 4 spot. Everybody loves Vladdy. I get it. I think Toronto will score some runs. Yes. I do like the A's today. Yes. But give me Kirk, 145, and behind him, Chapman. The old stomping grounds for plus 155. And again, Caprillion, whatever. The Yankees, I was looking for a little Gleber action. He was not listed on the BetMGM site, but Matt Carpenter was, 185. And he's a cat. Let's be honest. This guy's batting leadoff. He's in the cleanup spot. They like move Judge and Stanton and let this guy come in here. 185, I'll take a shot. Who knows where the heck this guy's batting? He'll be in an RBI opportunity. And you also have the Yanks off of a loss, right? I mean, listen, we're going to talk about it. Yanks run line today, I get it, 125. You want to lay it there? I'm not going to say no to that, right? No, are they going to lose 2 in a row? It's possible. I don't know. It's tough to go against the Yanks losing 2 in a row. I mean, I like the Yanks today, sure. Houston. I think we swept the board with our Houston props yesterday. Pena, Breggy, and Myers, 155, 135, and $2. This is fading the Royal pitching staff. Arizona, I mentioned San Fran, loser lately. Give me Peralta and Varsho here, 170 and a 195. I think Peralta's going to be batting maybe 5th here. Varsho behind him. And this is, again, Alex Cobb and his near 5 ERA. Giants not playing good. Give me the big plus money. And for the Dodgers, I'm waiting for Bellinger to just go on a heater to go 35 for 42 with 16 homers, get back in that MVP talk. Maybe it's wishful thinking. I don't know. Maybe that's me hoping the guys do. But I'm going to take a 170 because you're not going to get that kind of number. Maybe Gavin Lux hitting down the lineup here. You'll get some plus money. The Rockies, let's go. Bad pitching. Give me Belly, 170. These are all posted again if you want to see them. The midday money picks are all on Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. I just posted the props and the sides if you're interested in that. And if you're not interested in that, well, either way, just go over there and hit the like button anyway. It doesn't cost you a darn thing. Nothing at all. Let's get to the comments here on a Wednesday afternoon. Markel, number 1 guy in the chat today. How are you, Mr. Markel? Good to see you. This guy's my favorite. Oh, it's me. How about that? All right. Orioles and the over. Not Orioles and the over. Orioles over today. I can do Orioles over today. Sure. Otto Watkins. I like it. Lane Elliott. What do you got? No Twins. The ND Twins. Oh, what's good? Higgs and the Twins. You just get why ND? Could have just put N and Twin.
Chances are he probably hit shift key ND instead of AND. A is right next to it, so yeah, I understand.
You know what? I get it. The caps locks button. Yes, absolutely. Just pop in a lunch break to say hello. Like the video. I appreciate it, Lane. Thanks for coming in. Sorry for the grammar police coming out on you. We double teamed the grammar police. Eric, what do you say here? Texas Baltimore over to 9 runs. Yes. Stroh's run line. Absolutely. I'll go back on that bus ride again. Dodgers run line. Sure. Sometimes you got games that are like this. You got to say, hey, I'm taking it. How are we not taking the Astros winners 8 straight? They're rolling along. I said yesterday, here we go with the Stros. As much as they've been an under team, they haven't been hitting, and now they are hitting. Oh, boy. Hey, Tim, you want to take over for a second? I got to answer this one.
Yeah, I got you.
Appreciate it.
Baltimore, Texas over. Sure, why not? These two teams have been really going off. I mean, they scored, 19 runs last night? That was a back-and-forth game. Luckily, I had the over on that one. Astros run line. Why not? But the only problem with the Astros run line is that it's sitting at like 130, 135. Astros. 135 on my book, and I don't even lay that on money lines. I barely try to lay 125. So, no, laying 135 on a run line is a no for me. Dodger run line at minus 160. Yeah, no thank you on that one. I was very, very tempted to bet the Rockies today. Did I? No. But I was very, very tempted to take the Rockies today. Markel, I'm going to skip over one and go to this one real quick. Mystics money line, and while Higgs is on the phone, I'll quickly talk WNBA because I know that's what some people are going to want to see, at least from me for a little bit. So early game, 1:00. Sky and the Lynx. I like the Lynx. It's a 1.5 point spread, and it just seems like a very fishy line. One of the best teams in the league is only a 1.5 point favorite versus a Minnesota team that's 7-15. Give me the home 7-15 at plus 105 or whatever it is. I took the Lynx. I took the over in the Mystics game, but did not touch the money line. or did not touch the side. If you're going to, you got to lay the 5.5 points. There's no way you're getting me to lay minus 200 and something with the Mystics. And then I took the Liberty plus 10.5 versus the Aces tonight. Hi, everything good?
Yeah. I saw real fast on the Aces. Haven't they lost like 4 or 6? Right?
They haven't covered in. They've covered in 2 out of their last 10 games. I'm on the Liberty plus 10.5. I'm going to sprinkle the plus 405 money line.
Yeah, I've been looking a little bit. I've been trying to just get a little feel for the WNBA. Got to get a little bit of a, to see what's going on there. No, yeah.
Anything you like today?
No. Not, okay. I'm not. No way to put an official lean on something. I can't do that. That would not be fair.
I figure I'd throw it out there. See if you had anything.
I had to get the phone, so I got to get my son his shot for school, second hepatitis shot or something.
Well, that's no fun. Just get him like a shot of whiskey instead. It'll be much better.
He's like, I want to do a shot of the Johnny Walker Blue. I'm like, all right, but he said for his 18th birthday, he wants to get a little pipe like Bart Simpson, a little pipe and a smoking jacket and go to school with that. I'm like, really, Dad?
Have fun with that one.
Yeah. What is that, Mystics? So let me get off the Mystics for a second. We're talking about the Astros before I took the phone call. So I said this the other day with Yordi at a 10-1 MVP prop. I think he's at a 7-1 now out of the blue. I mean, this guy's everybody's loving Judge. Let's not forget Alvarez here on the
real quick with Yordi. Did you see it was the 8th inning yesterday for him? 8th inning, top half. In the outfield, he made a catch and then threw out the runner at home. And then he goes, you know what? That's not enough impact for today's game. I'm going to hit a bomb in the bottom half to put it 9-6.
He's good.
Yeah, just to top off from him walking off the day before.
And they're like, well, he's a DH or what? I mean, they have so many young outfielders. I mean, let the guy just rake. I mean,
yeah,
he can play outfield. He doesn't have to play outfield.
I'm very tempted to take Yordi at MVP. I was talking with Nick on that one. And last night he goes, yeah, the only chance that Yordi has at winning the MVP is if Judge gets injured for 3+ weeks. And I'm like, all right, look at Judge's history. Tell me how many times he's played over 150 games.
I think once.
He looks at it last year. That was it.
Once.
And he played 150-something, 52 or whatever. Yeah, no, very injury prone. So, no, Judge can definitely get injured, and Yordi just pops right up there.
And let's be honest, as much as, you'll have your anti-Yankee bias, but I don't like the Yankees, and guys are just going to vote for him anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But then you got the whole
cheating. You have the same thing with the Astros.
The whole cheating factor with the Astros kind of. And then it's like, hey, Mike Trout unanimous MVP.
Yeah, that's why Mike Trout, Shohei, or Jose Ramirez this year.
I'm going to say I looked at
Rafael Devers.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are up against it because the Astros and Yanks are just so much. They're pulling away. I mean, they win their division by 15, 20 games. It's not going to be close.
Yeah, the AL East, at least for the division race, and the AL West are kind of boring at this point.
Yes, they are.
The only fun thing is who's going to come in second in the AL East. I strongly believe it's going to be the Red Sox.
We're going to find out in the next couple of weeks. We need we can see who's trading and who's not.
100%.
Montes is hurt. Wonderful. Big X, what do you say? Baltimore, Texas, over. Yes. Miami Angels, over. That's a tough one for me because as much as I like Miami today, Ohtani's pitched well. Angels are reeling again, not scoring anything. It would be a under or no play for me. Baltimore money line, I'm with you. Astros run line, I got it. And Diamondbacks, yeah. Marlins play, come on with the doggies. It's a doggy Wednesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Sundays, big dog days for me. Dave likes Cleveland and Bruco. Hit big on the Marlins yesterday. Nice. That's a 2-1 though. Where's my it's a 2-1 game. And I liked Miami yesterday. Can I get a little more out of the offense when I get this guy on the hill? I mean, hello, Max Scherzer, 11 Ks. Welcome to Jacob DeGrom land. You're going to come out and throw like that and we get you no run support. It's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, why do we have to sweat a game like that?
Freaking lost the run line in the 9th.
Yeah.
Ugly.
Good morning, Mike. How are you? Anthony, how are you? Dropped the bomb on the Jays. A's over. It's now 8.5. 10 last starting for Barrows. Yeah, Barrows is not good. And they are reeling. They've lost 5 in a row. I mean, and as bad as Oakland's been, can they keep being that bad forever? You know, and I hate saying eventually you're due. Like they're still major leaguers. They're going to scrape together 4 or 5 runs in a game. Why not versus a guy who's pitched terribly? Ohtani Ribby plus 185. I can do a plus 185 Ribby with Ohtani. Absolutely. Love the D-backs say Giants will find new ways to lose. Twins, I could do Twinkies. I just don't like Lance Lynn's terrible. And going for the sweep, right? No way they're gonna get swept. Both for the O's over K's. Had 3 Ks after 2 innings to finish with 4 and 3rd. Ay. Oh my goodness. Had 3 Ks at 2 innings and finished with 3 Ks. So these young guys, K props are tough. I think my first so yes, I did put some first fives. I think we're not 2 and 3 in first fives. I think they had losers yesterday with our Texas there and Toronto. So 2 and 3 first fives. I usually don't throw a lot of first fives out here. No Dodger run line. Rather do a team total over 5.5. I mean, why not the run line? They got 47 wins on the run line.
Grab the Rockies.
They have 51 wins and 47 are on the run line. Why wouldn't you do run line? Makes 47 and 4. Yeah, you're going to be up a decent chunk probably. I mean, maybe not a decent chunk. How am I kidding? 47 and 4, you're going to be on money because even when they're favored on the run line, it's going to be maybe a 130 at the 140 tops. You like the Rockies today there with Urena?
I think if you grab like Rockies today, and if you grab like the Cardinals, the Pirates, just grab a couple ugly dogs. The Oakland Athletics. If you take a couple ugly dogs, you could come out profitable today.
I agree.
I didn't bet any of them, but we'll see.
I agree. Again, the picking and choosing is a tough spot. You're going to do like one dog, and all of a sudden you go 0-1, and 3 others come in, and you're like, what the heck? Moneyline bets. Mets, Braves, Boston, Houston, Philly. That's a loser. That's a loser. One of those teams is losing. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is.
Oh, Nationals. Nationals, too. I think Nationals have a shot. So I think Philly loses. I think Houston could lose. Boston has a rookie pitcher on the mound. They could lose. Braves could easily lose. Michaelis is on the mound. Freaking even the Mets can lose today.
I was going to say,
Mets all of them could lose today.
I was going to say Mets would be my number one loser. I said I sort of liked St. Louis a little bit. I said, like, why is this line on 180? And then I was talking to Anthony here, Pounded Sports, and he's like, you know what? They're not playing that good. And I was like, and I look at him like 180. Like they're begging you to take St. Louis or Mikolas. They're begging you to take Mikolas.
Yeah.
Houston, they should beat up on a bad team. The Boston one for me is I can see this guy coming in here and going 7 and striking out like 13 guys.
Oh, yeah, no. Pitchers making their major league debut goes one of 2 ways. They go 6-7 innings of shutout balls, striking out 10, or they go 0.3 innings, giving up 8 earned runs on 12 hits, and so it goes one of 2 ways. I choose not to get involved.
I'd say the Mets and Phillies are my 2 that I think would go down first.
Sure.
Because the Brave one, again, the big line, they're begging you to take the dog. Boston is really just a coin flip. But I don't like that money line parlay. At least it's a parlay, so you're only going to lose a chunk. So Baltimore money line, yes. Oakland money line, yes. Yanks run line, yes. Cleveland under, yes. Toronto, Oakland over. Why not? Let's go. Bears is bad. Cincy Mets over 10. That's a 10 out there. Yeesh. After a what was that game yesterday? 1-0, 2-0?
It was a 1-0 game. It was,
and it's 10 today.
It was Tommy Pham last night in the 9th inning, who got a double to start off the inning, and that was the first extra base hit of the game. I mean, first and only extra base hit of the game.
How is that 10? Because
I like the over.
And I had said the other day about the Mets, the offense is not I like the over too. I'm like, I think, they're going to hit this guy. So, I had Mets run line. I figured if Scherzer's going to come in, maybe a little sloppy, give up 2 or 3 runs. but the Mets should score 6 and make it a day. Nothing. Twins for the sweep, yes. Dodgers 165. Can't do that, And I'm a run line guy, Ant. I 125, 130 tops on a run line. I mean, I don't like doing 130 on. I did a 129 yesterday on the Marlins. At the top of I don't like doing. Untouchable. Good morning. Take a shot. Cleveland under plus 150. I got under 7, so I'm looking for a 1-0 game. Actually, I don't want 1-0 game. I shouldn't say that because then also goes to extra innings, and the next thing I know, it's 3-3, and I'm losing. And I'm losing in the 13th.
I'll take a 3-1 Cleveland win.
Yes, I'm going to say give me.
I took Cleveland run line today with Bieber.
3-0. I need 3-1. Ugh. So that's why I changed it to a team total over. He says, I like the Red Sox today. My son told me with the kid, he got some great stuff. The kid's supposed to be good. So, again, 120. Why not? It's a real deal, Bello. Yeah, well, we're going to find out. Well, actually, we should say that. It's not one start. He could be great. He could be bad. It could be whatever. Winter Timberneck doing total chaos. I don't know. I got a total chaos tonight I got to do. I don't know who I'm against.
I haven't done one in a while. We'll see.
Vegas made money, I said, on Cleveland and the Yanks. Yeah. I mean, no one thought the Indians would lose again, right? No, they got, they lost a doubleheader, right? Did they lose a doubleheader on Monday? And then the Yankee game was, listen, if you took the Yanks yesterday, that was as square. I mean, the line came down 40 cents. There's nothing even, it should have been Pirates or nothing. Tampa and the Sox, I kind of lean Boston. I like this young kid myself, Michael. We see a lot of hype about him in the chat here. I want to go over Blue Jays. I think you are right. White Sox are plus 170, but I don't care. I'm going for it. It's a plus 170. Why not? You think they can hit Ryan? I understand. Do I want to lay with Lance Lynn? Absolutely not. 120, 130. I don't care what it is. I'd rather do a run line. I'd rather lose run line than win with a bad pitcher, like thinking, oh boy, hopefully it comes in at minus 130. Because when it loses, I'm smacking myself. AL Championship still goes through Houston. Well, I mean, if the Yanks have the better record, wouldn't it go through New York? Or are you just saying based on you think Houston's a better team? Stroh's team total over so juice day. Of course it is. Of course it is. Dodgers run line. That is why. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Rob agrees. Cleveland run line. It would be a Cleveland run line or nothing here. Dick Bieber, I get it. It's just tough. I don't want to lay 160 with a team who's lost 3 straight. Big facts. Cash days money line. D-backs money line parlay. Excellent. Any WNBA, I think Tim was talking about that before. I'll let him come in and discuss.
Yes, early game links. I'm taking the team that's 7-15 at plus 1.5 against a team that is 15-5. That's the early game. I like the over in the Atlanta game, and I like the Liberty plus 10.5 to cover again. Vegas has been really, really struggling lately. And then the Washington over, I just think the line is too low. I think we could see these teams go over. Washington over in 4 out of their last 5 games. The only one that didn't go over was against Connecticut last game. That one even went to overtime. Happens. 4 out of 5 overs for the Atlanta Dream. I think you're going to get a little bit more high-scoring game in that one, riding with the trends going over in that one. So those are the 3 WNBAs. Yeah, Higgs totally just left. All right, he's out of here. Goodbye. Let's keep rolling through his chat. Let's do this. Taking the Dodgers run line 2.5. No, but go ahead.
Yeah, no. I mean, I get it. You want to do it because you want to save 165. Just don't play it, Markel. You don't have to play the game. There's 14 other baseball games. Just say no. Tigers money line. You want 150 on big facts? I get it. Indians have lost 3 straight. I'm not looking to bet on Cleveland today. Why wasn't the kid called up before the others? They probably, not to be cheap about it, maybe they want to keep him under control next year. Maybe they want him to get a couple more innings under his belt. I mean, he's pretty young. I mean, let me pull up his. Where's Bello at here? He's 23. I mean, what's he got here? He's got 15 games under his belt this season. 6 in Double-A, 8 starts in Triple-A. The most he's had in the minors was 25 back in 19 in Single-A. Yeah. He's at 80 innings. He topped out at 117. I mean, they you know, this isn't 1984. It's not that good in coming up here going, you know, 17-7, 242 innings pitched. They don't do that anymore. They nurse these players, and they got millions of dollars wrapped up in them. I mean, I sort of get it. Let's be honest, Rob. I'm with you. From 15, I still feel like I could destroy people. I mean, at 23, I'm like, I'm not getting hurt as an athlete, right? But it is what it is. Cleveland's losing again today. Will we be shocked they've lost 3 in a row, Kenny? Absolutely not. Hungry Underdog parlay. A's, O's, D-backs, Colorado. I'm okay to that. I mean, the scariest one for me is the Dodgers, because the Dodgers are just like a team that come out and just win 1-0 or 14-2. Everything else, I mean, I like the A's, I like the O's, I like Arizona. I got them all in the chat here except for Colorado, so let's go. Speaking of, I got 5-point teaser all your NBA hit picks. Where is Wendy Hoffman? I forgot to mention Wendy at the start of the show. I should have, so I mentioned her. Tell's home run yesterday, plus $3, plus $300 in her pocket. Our Canadian friend. She's going to take over Miss Danica as our favorite Canadian. She keeps coming out with plus 300 home run player props. Wendy Hoffman had a big winner. I'm pretty sure that's Wendy's not from Toronto. That was the other girl who was from Canada. But it was a nice home run prop. Got to give her. I always say I have to give people their due, right? I bring it up when you put out your lock losers. I got to bring up the winners. Heavy rain in Baltimore tonight. All right, that's not good. Cubs Brewers under the 8s, now 7.5. Well, I mean, Burns is on the hill. You expect that to come down. A's are my favorite dog today. Jays have no life in them since coming to Oakland. Yeah, they're flat as a pancake. 5 runs, first 5 innings, Dodgers. Is that for the full game? For the first 5, Dodgers, Colorado, over 5 runs? I'm going to say no. I'm not doing it. Don't do it, Markel. Thank goodness. You don't have to bet the Rockies and the Dodgers. Blue Jays in the over, Braves in the under, Arizona in the over. Blue Jays I don't like. I already got the A's. Over I do like. Braves, I can say okay the Braves. More run line for the Braves. I don't want to lay 180. But again, that's a weird line. Under for sure. Fried and Mikolas. All right, I can see maybe like a 4-0 game. Arizona in the over, absolutely. Jimmy has just reactivated. Let's go White Sox. Call me crazy. That's all right. Little Eloy back. You still got Lance Lynn pitching now. That's a problem. This thing's all sets up well for Tampa. The problem with Tampa, I mean, one, I don't like Kluber. The offense is such a crapshoot. I'm telling you, they're going to get Cruz or maybe Bell from the Nats. Definitely, I won't be shocked if Cruz comes back to Tampa Bay. Cubs Brewers over. It's just tough to do over with Burns. I kept picking against the Dodgers last series when I chose them for a sweep, proceed to lose late against Padres. Well, I mean, okay, so you took the Dodgers the first 2, and then you went against them. So you can't do that. You can't do it in baseball, for me at least. And again, it's taken a long time, untouchable. You're taking the Padres first 2 in a series. They lose. Then you come back on the Dodgers. You'd have to play the Padres again or just not even play the game. And I've done it. I'm going to take the dog here. I mean, I think I had Tampa Bay against the Blue Jays the other. I'm like, I'm taking Tampa Bay in this series. I had them in first game they lost. I kept coming back with them. Against the Yankees, I did the same thing. I'm like, I'm taking Tampa in these series against the Yanks. You can't you start bouncing back and forth, you're just doubling up losses. Stick to your guts. Think the Padres are going to hang tough with the Dodgers? Take them all 3 games because they're going to be a dog all 3 games. You go 2-1, wonderful. 1-2, you're not getting hurt. Mets money line. No, Nicholas, no. Took the Brew Crew minus the 105. I can do it with minus 105. I like it. I got a good pitcher on the He'll miss. Tigers under, Oakland, Marlins, O's, D-backs. A lot of dog action here. Orioles basically a pick 'em, but this is what we got in the chat today. Again, the chat has been good. The live show has been good here. So there is that. We got that going on for us. Any under first fives I like? Well, I haven't looked at what the odds are in all the first fives. So I don't want to lay juice, right? Big facts. How about a under first five? Man, this is a tough one. Because I want to say Milwaukee, but I can see that being a little heavy because it's Burns on now. I go Cincinnati under first five. What's the first five in Cincinnati? As long as we're not killing something crazy, big, huge number, first five Cincy. Brenda, Sky first half. Where's the WNBA picks? You don't even put them in the chat. What's happening here?
I talked about them twice. Okay, hold on. First five with the Mets game is 5.5. Sky first half. No, I don't like the Sky at all. I like the Lynx. I like the Liberty and the over in the Mystics game.
There you go.
Those are your WNBA picks. Check out the ESP show we talk about.
There you go. Earl Sports Show is at 10 a.m. It's before my show. So if you just don't like when Tim pops in periodically, you could go look at him the entire hour. I like the Giants and D-backs under the first five. I can do that. Because I like Kelly, so yes. Cleveland under 4. Sox over 4. That's the White Sox over 4. Oakland, Toronto over to 4 first. So Cleveland under I can get behind because I got that for the full game. I like that. White Sox over, yes, I think we'll see runs there. Toronto over, yes, I think we see runs there as well. Yes, I'm saying under first five for the Reds. Under first five Reds. Michael, you're welcome for the WNBA. You're welcome for WNBA. I'm sure Tim says thank you too. He's giving me a thumbs up on the scene. Sean also comes in. Justin Lyons, O's under 10.5, Sox over 7.5, both 145. See, for me, why am I going to do that? Because I think the Oriole game will go over 10 anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like under 10.5. So you think this game's going to be a 9? Like, what do you think that score is going to be? And now we're talking about rain here, Sean. So for me, this would be a game I don't even want to throw out in any kind of parlay because it's going to be a wash or all of a sudden it's a suspended game or something. And you go back to, well, you got to have X amount of innings played for be graded. It would be a cross-off game since we know there's could be thunderstorms. I'm not looking to do nothing with that. White Sox over. I think one or both of these teams could score 7 themselves today. So I like the over. Instead of 7.5, I would bump that up to like an over 10 for the White Sox to get some plus money. I got to really like the pitching advantage for San Diego in the first 2 games. Took a chance with Kershaw. On the last, probably should have done one plus 1.5 San Diego stayed away. Yeah, I understand it's Kershaw, but if you're taking a dog the first 2, take it the third game. At that point, at worst, you're 0-3. Instead, you go the opposite way, and you're taking a favorite, and you're losing more. You're taking 3 straight dogs, even money. And I'll say this, and I've said it before. I'll take my dogs and go 0-3 in a series or 1-2, because when they take 2 out of 3 or sweep, I don't care. Here's the thing, folks. You'll see guys' records. They look really good. 125, 116. It's nice. 1640 is nice. But unless you're in the show here, people could think like I'm just taking fades. Obviously, I'm not taking fades because I'm up, a big chunk here, considering we have 116 losses. I will have a losing record in baseball, but I'll be plus money. And anybody could come in here. We could take all your 50-win teams and favorites all over the place. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. Dodgers Rocks first 5 over. I don't like it. I kind of like the under there, Mike. Again, it's a game I have zero interest in. Zero. I got a Bellinger Ribby prop. Not crazy about 159, but Rogers over strikeouts is a gift, he says. Here's the pen. Rogers over 4.5 Ks. A gift. No, Robert. We'll see. I mean, I like Miami today. Hopefully it is a gift, but I don't like putting out the kiss of death in the universe. Road parlay. Rockies over. Again, I'm not give or take on that game. Nothing really. Orioles over, yes. A's over and Diamondbacks under. 3 out of 4 ain't bad for me, Jennifer. I like 3 out of 4. O's game probably be postponed. Marlins, Twinkies, Twins to win. Yes, we like the Marlins, we like the Twins, and we like the Tigers. I get it. Twins for the sweep. Marlins and Tigers, no way. No way the Angels keep losing. Right? They've only lost 4 in a row. They can't lose again. Yeah, Rob, you just hear me just talking in the chat here. I don't like laying on even run lines. I could do like 120 and 25. Maybe I'll be disciplined enough one day to not even do that and just stick with a couple totals or something on a day I don't like anything, or a short fave or something.
I will point out real quick, just to re-emphasize the point that you don't lay a lot of juice. Neither of us do. And if you look at the leaderboards, it shows it. Like, you are 302 and 301. So 1 game over after 600 games, but you're still up 7 units. Me and Nick, 178, 177, 1 game over, still up 8 units. Like, if we're betting favorites, or if we're betting a lot of juice, like everybody who comes in, Mets minus 165, Dodgers minus 200. We're not doing that. And we're 1 game over, but we're making money. Just figure out throwing that out there saying, hey, we don't lay juice. And because even if you look at some of the other people on the board, one guy is 91 and 68. Good chunk of games over, up 9 units.
30 games over.
I'm behind by 1 unit, and he's, almost 60 games over 500? 23 games, 24 games over? So.
Again, and listen, I understand people are like, well, there's still value. If you think that, and I've said this before, I talk guys, well, if you think the value is that the team should be a 330 fave and only 240, bet it. I can't. I just can't.
Nope.
I've bet and I've lost. I've lost a lot more than people. New people. It's like making a joke. Like if you work at a rest stop, it's like I've got more time in the bathroom here than people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I bet those. I've lost. I can't do it. I would rather just not play it.
Yep.
I can't lay a 220, a 240 in the losers. I got to win 2+ games to get even.
Exactly.
And again, it looks great. Like, no way the Yanks lose, or the Dodgers, or the Rockies, whoever the case may be with the faves. I get it. And honestly, and you've seen my record. It's gone down. Like, I was really hot. I didn't say hot. It was really above 500, and now I'm a 500 record. I'm still plus money. But It's eventually, I'm not going to hit every dog, right?
No.
I'm going to have some dogs early. So they're going to balance out. And again, the season, favorites are still hitting 60%. So I still think, like, I have another hot run coming in me. But honestly,
we all
August, September, I have to adjust because I can't. And I say this towards the end of June when I hit my rough patch to really knock me down a little bit. Like, I got to adjust my betting. you have to adjust yourself to how the ball's flying and the teams are separating, and teams who thought they had a shot are now all of a sudden like, oh, we're bad, and we're going to start going through the motions.
Exactly.
I
just figured I'd throw out those numbers just to give an idea.
Yeah, I'll start betting faves eventually. I'll start betting a few faves down the road. Again, 42 and 29 favorites. That's what I got in favorites this year. Not a lot. But you don't have teams that are public teams. I see one coming up here. Dodgers, Yankees. Yeah. These not only that, they're always built in, heavy lines already built into them.
Yeah, we always joke around. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and bet that team from New York. You're going to pay the Yankee tax for it. Go ahead, pay the Dodger tax, the Laker tax, the Cowboy tax. We're going to fade them all year. And even if they have a good year, even at the end of the year, if we fade them every single game and all of a sudden we're down a unit off of it, whatever. Because there'll be years where I think last year, if you bet the Dodgers every single day, you were down a chunk of money.
A huge
chunk of money. If you bet the Dodgers every single day. Now, run line, different story, but.
Yeah, but people, a lot of people don't do the run lines. They're just straight money line bettors. Hey. Dodgers are 20-some games over 500. They're down money.
Exactly.
Would break even at least 2 losses if I stuck. You gotta. Untouchable. I say this all the time, and I repeat myself here because it's what I've been doing for 30 freaking years. I'll take my dog in a series if I took it twice. Like Tampa Bay, I had him against the Yanks. Those games, I rode him every game. Lost. I wasn't. You start flipping like I'm gonna go this way, this way, this way. One, you're gonna drive yourself crazy because you're gonna start losing even more. Stick with. I'm taking. It's real simple. You go to a site, you go covers whatever. Like, oh, the series is historically 16-6 to the over, or whatever the case would be. So you go and you bet the over on a Friday night or a Monday whenever the series starts. And it loses, then you back off of it. It goes 2-1. If you're going to ride a trend or a dog or whatever, or a fave, not a fave, I shouldn't say that, but like your dog or your over, your under, do it all 3 or 4 games for the series. Be ready for a loss. You're going to lose, people. Guys like that, it's just, big facts. I don't like talk about other people. That guy's business model, he probably makes 100 times, 1,000 times more than what I make selling picks for $34. I get it, whatever. People buy that, and I'm not some hype dude. I'm just that guy who comes in there and tells you what life's about. It's not sexy. It just is what it is. It's no flash. I know people like the bling of that nonsense. But what's that guy do? People have seen his stuff. Hi, we're going to take a 240 fave here on the Yanks. It loses. Oh, we're going to double up on him today. Well, you tell some guy to put, and I don't know what people bet here. Anybody could say whatever they bet. They bet $10. They could bet 10,000. I don't know what anybody's bankroll. Everybody's different. You tell somebody to put, say, I think an average person, I think $300 would probably be a lot to them. I'm asking reports people don't have $1,000 in the bank, so I'm assuming $300 is a lot of money to most people. That game loses. What are these people doing? Double up. So your $300 that you put on a team to win, 100 or 160 loses, and then what are you gonna do? Or double up again? Well, double up. Somebody tells you to double up, man. Just walk away. Really, go flip a coin. Just do the pick yourself. That kind of stuff. It is. It's stay away. I say this all the time, and we'll talk about it during, 4 months around college basketball untouchable. Somebody's gonna be in here like, oh, you don't like Kansas today? No, I'm not laying 37 with Kansas. That's a game. I'm not even looking at that kind of game, whether it be football or basketball. It's baseball 330s. I'm not even.
What, you're not laying 47 points with Duke against Northport High School? Come on, what are you doing?
I'm taking a dog in those. I'm taking a dog for the first time. Like, I'm like, and it's, the sad thing is that it's not the sad thing. It's like, part of me is like, yeah, I should take the 26 points in the first half. But then part of me is like, you know what? I can't even do that because what if Duke comes down and smashes them the first half, or insert any big D1 school over a small school, and then they cruise. And the second half is the second half where the team kind of covers or plays a little better. Like, stay away. There's no reason to. And people are like, oh, you can live bet it. Yeah, I got a life, folks. I'm not sitting live betting. I'll bet 30 games on a college basketball Saturday, and I'll bet them the day ahead of time. I'm not live betting. I'm safe with my numbers. I'm just going to bet it and forget it. It is about discipline, Robert. Absolutely. You have to be able to walk away and just be like, I'm not playing it. And I joke with people in here. It's like, oh, here they come. It's like, oh, would side total every game. You bet every game. Maybe there's a lot of millionaires in the world out here. I don't know. I mean, people here got tons of cash. They're hedge fund people. They got, stacks of money like train smoke or something. I don't know. I can't. I'm right off the bat. I look at a game. Half of them I don't look at. A couple games jump out. I go from there. That's it. Nobody's got a newspaper. Back in the day, you'd open up that paper on a Monday morning. You'd have all the lines for the upcoming footballs, and you'd get that Sharpie out, just go right through, black out a couple, and be like, all right, I'm going to move on. Or circle the games you kind of like and go from there. 1-800-GAMBLER. There it is. If I ever bet the Yanks, Dodgers. If I ever bet the Yanks or Dodgers, I try to find alternate ways. Never mind. Yeah, I can't do it. I mean, unless it's you get the Yanks or Dodgers at like 120, 130, you're like, oh, you know what? It's tough not to take them at that price. But the gambler in me says, why am I taking it? It looks too easy. I'm going to go the other way. All right. So I understand. I mean, I'll do Yankee run line. I'll do Dodger run line. I'm not saying I don't do that. Do I want to lay 165 Dodger run line? No. Never look at those team Dodgers Yanks. It's tough. There's already a built-in bias and a public team and now it's also different though, Eric, with so many like cable outlets. Like the old days, it was nice. ESPN Thursday night game. It was you're always betting the over on that Thursday night college random. Back in the day, like ESPN would have like a Friday crazy whack game, like San Jose State or something, like a football game, and it was easy. Just you bet the over or something. Monday Night Football was always like dogs and unders, like always. You could just come in and go opposite of what every person would be betting, because you just had Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, and that was it. And you had a random like Friday night college football game. You just fade those TV games, whether it be college hoops on CBS at 12 noon on a Saturday. You knew everybody was betting a favorite and the over. You came in with dogs and unders, you were hitting 55% easy for the entire season if you were disciplined enough. Now, ESPN, 2, 3, Fox 1, 2, MSGS channels, AT&T Sportsnet. I mean, let's go.
Not to mention that, like,
there's
about 600 different ESPN pluses.
Yes, every conference has a channel. Then you got your regular CBS, NBC channels. You got I mean, it's just you can't even do that anymore. You can't even say it's a TV game. Oh, it's a TV game. Yeah, okay.
Everything's a TV game.
At 2:00 on a Saturday, there's 47 college football games on. I tell them, I'm like, what?
Everything is a TV game now, especially with ESPN Plus. Which, if you guys are betting sports and watch them and don't have ESPN Plus, I don't know what you're doing. It's like $6 a month.
I got it with my Disney and my Hulu.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it just was. I mean, listen, I like my Star Wars shows on Disney Plus, but when I'm sitting here, I got 3 screens from me. I can put on ESPN Plus for like, especially college basketball. I love just some random.
Yep.
Big Sky game on. So I just love. It's just it's just a different game. I don't know. I enjoy that. If you get the ESPN Plus, definitely worth it. Just for college baseball, college basketball. For me,
not sponsored, by the way.
Oh yeah, definitely not. And I hardly ever mention any kind of other site on here, but I'll say.
We don't either, but we don't talk about it. But when you could watch pretty much every single game that you want to, either on most of the time it's on ESPN Plus.
It is, yeah, like that. What's that? Like the 360 for the basketball. It's wonderful. I love it. I love it. And then you get all the 30 for 30s too on top of it, which is great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, enough of me hyping up some A's other channel. Whatever. Listen, Allie Burns is coming up in 2 minutes.
Yep.
Stick around for that. I was going to put the banner up, but I'm not. I'm just going to get out of here. I think we covered everything. Here's the picks again to end the show. Sorry we went on a tangent about betting favorites. It happens.
Hey, it's a show. You learn. We're here to educate or talk to people and just be able to talk it out. So no, wherever the show direction goes, it goes. So
that's it. That's why we sneeze, we cough, we take phone calls. It happens.
We're live.
Stick around for Allie and Lenny. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you.